Talk about things at the back of your mind. Say a lot of what it's really about. Pay attention to the flow that we got. Pay attention to the verse of the day. We're dropping knowledge at the end of the day. Stay tuned while we're paving the way. Hey. Think it safe. Think it safe. Think it safe. Think it safe.
Hey guys, welcome to Think It Say It, where we think it and we say it. We are your high hosts. I'm Rishle. This is Aslan and this is Mayo. Mayo say
Give me that straight face and that the whole time.
High as hell. We are high when we do the show, so this is the disclaimer. Whatever we say on this show.
It's in my intro.
Oh, sorry.
We are your high hosts.
Oh.
If they're not getting it, then why are you watching the show?
I didn't even get it, and I'm on the show.
Okay. Anyway, I guess I'm just too smart. That's what I'll say. Today we are going to talk about something sensitive. In a sense, we're going to try to talk about mental health, but we're going to link it with AKA and his situation at hand and his interview and how he might be feeling and how he's handled it, etc., etc., etc. So, mental health in South Africa. Oh, what would you say the one mental health thing people in South Africa go through, or the highest?
I think maybe
Right.
depression.
Yeah, probably depression. Because a lot of people have issues, and societal issues stem from a lot of known and unknown circumstances. If there was a scene of me maybe breaking down a door somewhere else, maybe nobody would have cared, really.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So,
Yeah.
if somebody else with a better status is seen doing the same thing, and then your girlfriend jumps from a building, and
You're not being so tough.
No, I get it. Like, mental health is a very sensitive issue.
yeah,
Given, I would say, in most cases, people don't really come out and say, I have a mental issue. Sad to say, like WHP. No one would have expected WHP to end his own life. It's like you never see it coming. So with watching the interview yesterday, with AKA coming forward to say his part or what he can say about what had transpired, I feel like he did the best he could. Because he said what he could say, what he was going through. We can't say he did something. We can't say what he didn't do. But it's sad. I think overall, like, there's no winning in this. You know? It's sad overall because he lost someone, the family lost someone they cared about. With something, I feel if more attention was given to it, would have had a different outcome.
True. But although I think suicide and depression is a big thing, or might be a big thing in South Africa, we don't really know how to...
Because it's always linked.
We don't really know how to handle it as I would say, the family of the person or the friend or the person themselves. I don't think anyone knows how to really handle it. And there are different types of depressions and people go through it differently. You might see it, you might not. Some people, when you're with them, it seems like they're not depressed, but behind closed doors when they're alone, you never know. So
remember that guy, Mrs. Stubbs Fire, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
He also,
yeah,
did a similar thing where he successfully he did. And
he did.
It was like, why would he do it though?
Yeah, like why? But we don't know.
He's such a very
successful.
Very successful.
Very
actor.
successful.
And his role. People were saying it was like his life. Most of the time he was ahead person, so you never know. How do you even know? Like,
To
how do you
see
even
the
start?
signs.
Yeah, how do you even start to say that? Okay, this person is.
Because how much do you really know someone?
Yeah.
You know, you could live with them, be with them. How much do you really know someone? How broken are they, or how emotional are they? How stable are they? How unstable are they? So I feel like before we start prosecuting and being judge, jury, and executioner, we should also think, you know, every coin has two sides.
That's true.
You know, we can't just face things at face value and say, oh, somebody did that, somebody did this, because we really don't know what that person is dealing with, or was dealing with, or what's going on. It's sad. It's very sad. I think a lot of people need to really speak out about it, because I don't know how I would feel. Losing the love of my life is devastating.
Yeah, and well, that's what he tried to do as best as he could, telling us the information he can tell us, and mostly it's his perspective, and that's what he keeps telling us, that he can only tell us his perspective. And you can't be mad at the dude for saying that, because there's only so much that he can say about their relationship without looking like an idiot or a dick. Because if he says something negative about her, he's then going to look like a dick, and there's no evidence if he's right or wrong. So people will prosecute him for that as well.
The people who have to now continue to live without you being there.
Yeah.
And no explanations.
Because a lot happens.
Because they don't understand why. Why couldn't you talk to them? Because I think in most cases people always say, oh, like, I know someone personally whose brother took their own life, but it was like we woke up, it was good, we all had breakfast, we left, and then dude takes their own life. So how do you know?
I don't know.
You never know. But if you are going through turbulent emotions and you don't know how you feel, find someone you can talk to, because I think release is better than anything.
Yeah.
Release is the best way before you get on medication and all of that, because pharmaceuticals aren't the best thing as well, because they also have side effects, especially some pharmaceuticals.
That's why people don't stop taking them sometimes, to be honest. It's the side effects.
Yeah.
And half the time you can get hooked.
Exactly.
Yeah, or some people they think because now they're fine, they can stop taking them.
So I think to open up and to speak about certain issues and to know that you're not alone. I think right now we live in a very integrated universe where it's very easy to link and talk. And so I don't think most people go through things and they're the only ones. So to talk to other people, to try and understand, to cope, you know, because anything might happen.
There are those helplines, and you can text them these days. There's apps and websites and WhatsApp numbers. So there's many ways other than talking to people that are in your life. If you think you can't talk to them, there's other people that are out there that are willing to listen to you if you need that type of help.
Who could have known?
It seems that there was a lot that they knew.
You know, but that's only coming out now.
That's true.
And honestly, it is too late.
And we don't really know, like, AKA's wife. We don't really know what state she was in. The media says she was on drugs, but he says she wasn't.
The father says she wasn't. Oh, the father says she was.
Yes.
The father says she was on drugs.
Or indirectly.
Indirectly. But if you have a brain, you can just read into that statement. I'm not saying anything. Hey, don't sue me, man. It's my opinion on things. It's what I read on Twitter. Read it on Twitter.
No one's gonna sue us. Like, when is he gonna find us talking about him?
Okay.
We've barely spoken about him. We're talking about mental health. It just so happens that one of the biggest celebrities in South Africa is going through, I would say he's probably going through mental health. He says he is. So his wife was going through mental health. It just so happens that.
It's just coinky dinky.
Well, least, we can still tell these people what to do. Like and subscribe.
What a dick.
Oh,
Say.
God. Yeah, like and subscribe. You know, you're already here. Why not? All the links are everywhere. Look everywhere. Go on our about, on our bio, on our info. It's there. Find
Like,
it.
subscribe. Can we do our National Geography voices?
Oh, God. You know, this is still a
And
podcast.
news.
We're gonna edit this.
If I get, wait. Was she his wife or fiance? Because legally, she's his fiance.
Yeah, but
Traditionally, that's his
they were
wife.
married, yeah. And he couldn't even speak at the funeral.
That was crazy.
Now that is just.
That's why I think he says there are many things, you know, that were playing around him, having the Minister of Police there, Minister of Police.
Like Keenan said, the father didn't want to say that she committed suicide for her image. If he wants that and he's the friend with the commissioner might say, okay, I'll do that.
It's all messed up. First of all, if we can talk about, sadly, the wife in question, she wasn't quite, I would say, popular or famous. Or, No. Why was her funeral streamed live? For me, personally, that is insensitive.
I don't know.
That is just berserk. Okay, continuing. You have all of these politicians and so on and so forth. You have the husband sitting further from everyone, as far as the pictures I saw. Him not being allowed to say a speech. Him being the most traumatized, I would say,
Yeah, because he saw her.
with the whole situation and not being allowed to have a place to release in front of everyone. Is that fair? Listen carefully to what he was saying. They've detached themselves from him as if he's part of the problem. Yet he's trying to find a solution with what is happening. And he's also feeling like there is a problem, but yet he's not being told what the problem is or how things are happening. So I'm trying to figure out who opened the cell phone, who is posting all of these things, because that on its own is crazy.
It just exacerbates everything.
But
So
then,
You know what I
I
mean?
feel like his hand was forced to come out, have an interview. They're forced to
well,
say.
he would have had to make a statement or do something of some sorts because people wouldn't leave him alone.
Yeah, he did make those statements
That's the only way that
on
you
his
can.
socials, right? But then with
More things come out.
now the videos of him going through a door, which is insane. Can't go through a door. Can't just go through a motherfucking door like you're
I don't wanna
fucking
say-
Wolverine.
It was abusive. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, I
Because-
could never say that. We don't know.
My assumption is that probably the videos are from before Ilobol. So if the family and friends were aware,
Of the existing videos
why agree
to be a part of.
and give your daughter off to someone that's so abusive?
They're both keeping documentation of what each
They were
party
doing.
did to the
Because
other.
they're both
That's-
petty, aggressive people. It comes down to that.
It's a toxic relationship.
Yes, but he wants to
Exactly.
say passionate.
He says it's passionate.
Yes.
He says he doesn't want to downgrade his relationship to being toxic.
I don't think we should.
But
mix-
once you start making videos,
Yeah,
Of
I
that
understand.
kind of
It
shit.
depends. It depends
It-
though. It depends. We don't know if they were just keeping it for themselves or
for
they
later
were
use.
for later just in case because they're both crazy or they were saying, "Watch, I'm gonna show my family this shit." We don't know if they were just trying to be safe or
Or
trying to be petty.
yeah.
We really don't know. Either way, they were trying to save their own.
Asses.
Yes.
I think in that statement saying it's passionate, I don't think we should mix toxicity with passion, because those are two different
I
words.
think it's complicated.
You know what I mean?
It's complicated because we don't know anything.
We really don't know. We can't speculate.
And as he says, he can't say anything because there's no one that can.
Defend themselves
Yeah,
or,
she can't.
or prove that it's right or prove that it's wrong.
And-
So
He's a good guy for that, to be honest. That's one thing he did right.
yeah.
not saying too
Keep
much.
your mouth shut, boy.
Yeah, don't
Learn.
say anything.
Don't say shit.
Don't say anything.
Because once you
about
start
that.
saying shit,
You look like an asshole.
don't look like that. You don't want to look like an asshole. You don't.
It's
want,
true.
You don't want to
You
look like an
will.
asshole, even
She
if
already-
you are an asshole.
She already looks.
Don't look like a nunu. Don't look like a nunu.
She already looks vulnerable as it is, and she's not alive. Now imagine if he goes on and says certain comments, whether they're true or not, it's going to look even more worse for him. He should just take a break after this interview, move on with his music. Anyone that asks him anything about this, don't comment. Simple. You've said what you have to say about it. Don't.
Let it pass.
Yeah, honestly, because you've answered most of their questions. Now I think anyone with questions isn't towards him. What more can you ask him? He's told you what happened at the hotel, told you about the funeral, that the police spoke to him and did what. He's told you as much as he can tell you on his side. What more can you ask him? You can only say your opinion and move on.
That's about it.
As much as it's a tragedy, let it pass.
Yeah, because he's going through it. No one's saying that he didn't love this girl.
Yeah.
He's still going through it because he lost the love of his
He's
life.
still going through. People even worse now with the thing. It's recent. Still saying, "Oh no, he did something. He did something." Yet he's losing his deal with the cruise, which I think that's messed up. You know, after building his brand for so long with the strawberry flavors and the banana. You know, after doing all of that, like how much is he going to lose? Because we really don't know. As much as you can have an opinion, you can't prosecute someone.
I think even if she didn't die and those videos came out, he would have still been prosecuted. Because why are you being that aggressive?
Yeah, true.
You broke through their door.
Yeah, you.
As a public figure, there's certain things you can't do.
Yeah.
Whether the person has a camera or not, you shouldn't be doing that. You need to keep calm, carry on, bro.
And why the recording? Why so much recording?
Both of you.
Do people record? I have a question on this episode. Do people record every single thing? There was that guy who was in the other video, CJ So Cool. He recorded his dog. His dog is dead. He's crying. He's recording himself crying, looking like a douchebag.
Walking towards the dog.
The dog is
that's
dead.
laying dead
You
on the
go
grass.
back to the video. The dog died like 40 minutes before he even realized the dog
22
was...
hours.
22. Oh my God.
That's even worse. You don't give a fuck about your dog, dude.
Bro. And he's crying.
No, we're not saying. Wait.
That's a day. That's almost
Wait.
a day. You
Wait.
can't even...
Wait. Let me say, we don't know if it's true or not. From the information we have, there was a Snapchat video of him on a phone. And in the background, the dog is laying on the grass.
But
Then 22 hours later, he's
crying.
He's putting a video
But the dog
on.
is still in the same spot. If you would watch the
Same
videos
spot.
and compile them. You know, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. That dog died a day ago.
I was like, or
No. They have air conditioning in the little doggy house.
You know what? That's all I'm saying.
They always got food.
That's all I'm saying.
They got aircon, so I don't know why
Don't
he died
be
of heat
recording
stroke.
everything. You think it's cute or you think it's gonna save you in a future. Once you record it,
That's
oh my
evidence.
gosh,
It's
it's
evidence.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Anyone can flip it anyway, because even a
'Cause it
recording can
it
only
be
show so
miscon-
much.
Yeah.
Even if it's an hour long, what happened
If I
after,
give
what
you
happened
5
before?
minutes of an hour where I'm being victimized or I am spinning a car and I don't show you how I crashed that car and tumbled 6 times, you know what I'm saying? So don't record anything.
Be careful. Unless it's for legal purposes and you really are trying to keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
Don't record shit.
But don't be recording it. Man, okay.
Anyhow, be careful.
Be careful.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Keep your mental health healthy. And your body healthy.
Yep.
That's all we can do.
And subscribe. Subscribe, man.
And like.
Think it's safe. Think it's safe. Think it's safe. Think it's safe.